Sing it, Lauren. Freedom is what I want to sing about. Freedom is what I want to sing about. Freedom is what I want to bring about. Freedom is what I want to bring about. I embrace it. I embrace it. I receive it. Ooh, I receive it. Won't you receive it too? Time to receive it too. This is free. It is freedom. Yes, it is. It's amazing. That is a miracle. Miracle of freedom. Miracle of freedom. Joy. Joy, thanksgiving, oh, thanksgiving, and some grace, such a strong grace, gratitude, so much gratitude, I have gratitude, I have gratitude, I exude gratitude, gratitude. My heart can sing, I don't know how to stop it. My heart can sing, I don't know how to stop it. I don't want to stop it. I don't want to stop it. And so I won't. And so I won't. It's contagious. Woohoo! Yay. Well, as you can hear and feel, Lauren has got her miracle. Many miracles. Many miracles. And each and every Saturday we get to gather and hear these miracles come to life. So it's so good to be back at Rythmia. My name is Parashakti and I've got Lauren here from New York. And wow, you know, the very first thing that you both sang and danced and embodied that I witnessed was freedom. Yes. So let's hear about this journey of freedom, because I know that it didn't, just start this week. No. And I also know that 6 years ago, you were called to embrace that freedom, that miracle. And yet 6 years ago, you didn't come to Rythmia. It did not. Okay. So let's start from 6 years ago. Yeah. Well, 6 years ago, I don't even know how, but I watched the documentary, The Reality of Truth, and that alone was a life changer. I knew I have to be here and I have to come. And, with Taita, there was, we may not speak the same language, but there is a pull toward an authenticity that exudes from him and everyone else that I have met here. The opportunity did open up for me and my best friend to come. And I tell you, prior to getting here, this whole word freedom, just I haven't been able to really grasp the amount of freedom that we're each given. And it's up to us to receive it. And I've been receiving it during my medicine ceremonies, not coming to get what I want. My whole intention was to be open and to receive what I need. And I knew something greater than myself would know and be able to remind me exactly what I came here for. And when you did the what do you call it? The dance of liberation. I had the word freedom in my mind. Freedom. I've also had visions of chains breaking from around me, and you don't realize how controlled we are until the chains are gone. And she said, everyone choose a word that can describe, what's inside of you. Or I can't exactly remember verbatim. Freedom, definitely. And I love that
You put a blindfold on, have a partner to make sure you're not going to be bouncing off the walls, and you dance from your soul. And I danced the dance of freedom. It made me cry, and I'm not a big crier, but I've become a very big crier. Very grateful for that. Again, freedom to just allow healing to come and go, to move through you and not hold on to it. And that's something I've been doing for many, many years. And it's created a lot of physical ailments and blocks for me. And this just has given me an opportunity to see there's so much freedom available to all of us. No one is more special than another. And there are no others. We're all connected. We are all one. And our heads can't make sense of that, but your heart will show you. And it's beautiful. And I'm grateful.
So as you can see, that is quite a miracle to really be able to feel, express, and return home with that medicine of freedom. And it took many, many lifetimes for this, I would say. You had shared that you have 7 brothers, and so you danced a lot with the masculine over these years and all kinds of like different ways of careers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so now you're so much stepping into the feminine.
Absolutely.
Right.
And really embodying it, embracing it, and being proud of it, and wanting it to spill over onto others. That's it. You want to always just, you can't hold on to this stuff. It's not for you to hold on to. It's to share, it's to give away. And it just replenishes. The more you give, the more you get filled up. And that is a truth.
You also have this gift since the age of 4 of being, as you, I'll quote you, a knower.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that we talked about is you're not quite sure how to take that gift out into the world.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So now you have this whole new exploration of freedom.
Yes.
To explore the knower inside of you.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So my knower has spoken to me since I was very young. That's why I've continued to call it my knower, because when I would get a message and share it, someone would say, well, how did you know that? Because it was a fact. And I said, my knower told me. And I just have always made it a practice to listen to my knower. There have been times when I have not. And where we've all had it, because we all have a knower, whether you call it that or not. It's as simple as I knew I should have turned left instead of right. It's that little voice. It becomes louder, almost like you're talking to it, and it's to you. And it's just like any kind of practice, yoga, mindfulness, whatever. I try very, very hard to listen to my knower, because it's always right and it never steers me wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Lauren, what did you have to let go of this week in order to even more step into the knower?
So I have been shown, and I can feel it. I've just always held on to everything. I have found it very hard to really express a feeling. When someone says, well, how do you feel about that? I feel about that. What feel? Oh, I don't know. I've held on to everything, and it started giving me some real physical issues. And my knower showed me it's not that you had this incident, this accident or this, that. You are holding on to so much that you're creating pain in your body. And I think that a lot of us do that, if not everyone. And I've been able to just let go and give all of that, get it out, get rid of it. And I feel so much better already. I mean, after my first ceremony, I could feel some things happening in a very damaged area of my body. And I was like, what is this? Whoa. It didn't hurt. It wasn't like that, but it was very, very there. And after that first ceremony, that issue in my body has been completely gone. And I'm just like, wow, I have always had this problem. So what's happening? And I saw a vision of you're holding on to everything. like, no, don't touch this. Don't anybody address this. Don't you address this. Just hang on. You don't know what to do with it anyway. And I was just able to just go, I surrender all of this. Please take it away. Like, please, I'm always going to surrender now. I just have that heart and the mindset of, oh, the reminder is, oh, wait a minute. What am I hanging on to? Okay, I'm going to get ready. Just go with it, because believe me, just trust.
Right.
If you trust and let go, you have some freedom. Let me tell you.
Yes.
You don't want to be without it. It just, nothing compares to the freedom that you get by trusting and surrendering and letting go. It's beautiful.
Yeah, wow. I experienced too with dance injuries and pain in my body that they're such good teachers.
Yes.
Right? They
Yes.
navigate.
They do.
They navigate on how to let go, how to release.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about, how am I going to heal this? How am I going to deal with that? That's not your job. Here's what I have found. Our job is to surrender, and everything else comes. You don't have to, okay, maybe if I do this and then I do that, forget it. What if you don't have to do anything? But surrender. Just try it. I was not one to dive into that. And I let go. It was like a ride at an amusement park. You just let go and go with the ride. And it was so wonderful, Get out of your head. That's what I got to say.
So she's quite a wisdom keeper, a wisdom teacher here. I think you definitely have a path to be able to take this more into the service of the knower and the guide that you are, fully in her expression of her freedom. Right?
Yes. I'm only going to speak my truth.
Yes.
And that is what I have received. A miracle in freedom, miracle on many levels, in many different aspects. It's counterintuitive when someone tells you, oh, just trust, just, let go, and just, it's like, no. But boy, when you surrender to that fear, which that's a whole other thing, fear, it's just not even a real thing. It's something that we create and we lock onto it, let it go, surrender, let that go, and there is nothing to fear. And if we could remember who we are and where we came from, we would never fear another thing ever. And knowing that just helps me trust and just go, okay, I release and let go, and I trust.
You also shared that there was a beautiful release, and you were able to forgive.
Yeah.
So that was very much part of the journey for you.
Yes, it's going to be everybody's journey.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now, because we're given opportunities to learn how to forgive. And I didn't get that till way later in life. We're given opportunities to grow or not. And it all depends on where we go with our opportunities. We can grow or not. And I'm tired of not growing. Forgiveness is probably one of the most important, I'll speak for myself. It is the most important aspect of my life, because without it, you hold on to so much, because you feel like, well, that person doesn't deserve forgiveness, or, and that is like you telling yourself you don't deserve forgiveness. And that's going to block you up. Either way, it's going to block you. You want to heal, you must forgive. You have to forgive, and allow a forgiveness. If you don't know how to forgive someone or something for something, speak that from your authentic self. I'm willing. I don't know how. And then guess what? You don't have to know how. You just come and say, I'm willing. I trust. I let go of holding on. And boy, it's going to happen. It's really beautiful. And there's a lot of freedom You feel lighter, you feel happier, you feel brighter, you feel whole. It's all part of it. Like one of the many crumbs along the way that create you as a whole. And it's a really good place to start. I just surrender, forgive, be open to it. Realize you cannot believe what a blessing comes with forgiveness, where you think, oh, I'm going to let them get away with that. No, I just admit it all. You'll experience it when you're ready to surrender. You'll get your freedom and trust. You surrender and trust, you'll get your freedom.
So there are some really powerful keywords, Lauren, that you shared. You also sang. You guided me on a little bit of that call and response. And so one of the beautiful movements you did yesterday at Dance of Liberation, you want to show that essence of how you expressed your freedom?
Oh gosh, in which way? I did it in every way. Yeah, I just let it go. I was like an eagle, my wings, and I was swooping my loved ones up, and I was, like, come on, let's go to a higher place. Let's not stay down here, just in a, metaphorically speaking, raise your vibration, raise the vibration of anyone you touch or anyone you're near. And it's what makes change in life and change in community, and just to let go of holding on. And then you can soar. You can soar. Soar.
Thank you so much for sharing your wings of such wisdom, your miraculous dance of freedom, dance of liberation. And I know that as we say at Rythmia, we'll see you in 5.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bless you.
So come experience just the miracle of being at Rythmia and the words of great wisdom that Lauren shared, because they are such the dance of freedom. So thank you for joining us. Have a beautiful weekend.